This is the 5-Minute Youth Devotional Reading with Alex Sarria.
Good morning. It's October 2nd. For pure pleasure. Proverbs 23:2 says, "If you're a big eater, put a knife to your throat." It was the end of the wedding party and the desserts came. There was a huge bridal cake, a wider range of sweets, and quite a few finger foods. The boy began to eat unreasonably until his mother told him that enough was enough. The answer was swift. "It's just like I like it." And he continued eating. A few minutes later, he felt ill, and of course, he threw up. At that time, I understood that this was a metaphor for our world. It has been a long since we started using the answer "like" instead of many others. We changed "I must do it" to "I will do it if I like it." And so, responsibility has become a matter of appeal. It is hard to talk about commitment when preferences vary from moment to moment. We have changed "I will love you forever" to "I will love you as long as I like you." The variant has generated relationships with an uncertain and capricious future. Love now depends on a hormonal lag, and when everything normalizes, love is over. Liking or disliking is as easy as pressing a key. Breaking a relationship only requires an email. Leaving your social network or WhatsApp group. We live under the tyranny of preferences. Whether those preferences be good or bad, the dictatorship of a thumbs icon. Many centuries ago, the book of Proverbs warns us against this addiction because the subject of pleasure has not only affected our century, we may have gone overboard with it now, but there are always people that called them hedonists, who only thought about what they liked without paying attention to the subsequent consequences. And the sage in Proverbs says to put a knife to our neck if we cannot control ourselves. He warns us that we must keep our desires in check because they tend to fall apart. How can we take control of our desires again? A few months ago, I was talking to you about the 5-second method. I'm going to remind you again of it today because it works. Specialists in the human brain claim that it takes only 4 seconds to control an emotion. I propose 1 more second so that we may be aware that the Holy Spirit is setting off an inner alarm that we usually call consciousness. When you're tempted by pleasure, stop for 5 seconds. Ask God to help you face it. Solomon would ask you to, stop for 5 seconds. Opt for what is good. Today, you're only asked to wait 5 seconds. Did you plan to eat that hurtful, sugary breakfast? Come on, let's do it together. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. If this was helpful for you, please share it with a friend. And if you haven't already, please subscribe. Always remember this: walking with God is the greatest thing you could ever do. You are His priority. Make Him yours, and you will always live out your purpose. God bless.